Just grass.
Just grass. Are you on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And look at yourself. Do you feel like you have a body?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you're a boy, a girl?
I feel like I'm just me.
Just you? Mm-hmm. What are you wearing?
Just shorts
Mm-hmm.
and a shirt. And bare feet.
And your bare feet?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you are carrying?
Mm-mm.
And what are you doing on the grass? It
Or
is
in two
just
parts. I feel like I'm in two parts.
like your two parts? Tell me how.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
part of me is a little person and my younger self inside the pyramid and my
Mm-hmm.
and then like maybe a sixth grader inside the pyramid and then a
Mm-hmm.
older self like 12 on the outside of the pyramid.
Mm-hmm. And can you look all around you? What else do you see besides
I'm just in a forest,
grass?
not regular forest with
Mm-hmm.
gravel and grass in places.
Do you feel that you are there alone?
Yes, I'm alone, but with my other self.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting in the pyramid and she won't come out
Mm-hmm.
to go see things.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and go back into the pyramid. Back into the pyramid. And feel yourself integrate. Integrate back, back. Both of you integrating back to one another. Feeling yourselves becoming whole once more. Whole once more.
Doesn't want to be together.
She does not want to be together.
Mm-mm. The little one in the pyramid is afraid.
Okay. How about if she just follows us along inside her pyramid? Is that fine?
Okay.
Good. So if now you can go on an adventure and see what it is that the reason why you are here. Why are you here? Besides the forest, is there anything else that stands out and why you're here?
I just don't want to go very far away from the little me that's hurt. Well, that's in the pyramid. I know it's invisible, but
Mm-hmm.
I just want to stay with her and guard her.
Yes.
I'm worried for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay by her and look after her.
Yes. I understand that you want to be with her. However, if you travel, wherever it is you go, we can just ensure that she's with us, just in the back, just following you. You won't lose her. Can you do that?
Okay.
Yes. Good. Very good. So
I don't feel like I'm in a far away place. I feel like I'm in Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just my young self playing in the woods and running around barefoot.
Mm-hmm. Is there any jewelry that you're wearing?
No.
Is there anything that you're carrying with you?
No.
So let's see why it is that you are here. There is a reason why you're here.
I feel like I'm on our farm.
Mm-hmm.
It's playing.
Is there anyone else there in the farm?
Mm-mm.
Any animals?
No, I'm just in nature in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to go towards the farm?
I kind of just want to hold on to the earth and just sit down and be
Mm-hmm.
on the earth.
You can do that for a little bit. Go ahead and do that if that's what you want to do.
And somehow get the one in the pyramid to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
Together. I want
Okay.
to do this together.
What if we try to talk to her? I'd love
Okay.
to be able to talk to her. Would you allow for her to speak through you?
Yes.
Very good. I would like to speak to the inner child, the child that is sitting within the pyramid, inside the pyramid. If I could please speak to you now. I love you, I honor you, and I thank you. Thank you for being here with us. May I speak to you now? Greetings.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for speaking to us. May I ask you questions?
Okay.
Thank you. What is your name? How old are you?
I don't know. 8?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm 7.
Do you like... Go ahead.
I'm just really afraid all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be without my big person.
You don't want to be what?
Without my big person.
Without your big person. Mm-hmm.
The girl out there.
What is it that you feel that you're scared of? Perhaps we can help you with that, and the girl out there can help you not be scared of that anymore.
I'm just scared of so many things.
Mm-hmm. What is one of the biggest things you are scared of that you can think of?
People are going to hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Did anyone hurt you?
I've been hurt lots of times.
Lots of times. Mm-hmm.
I feel very afraid all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't go on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want her to leave me, so we're going to stay here. Right here.
Well, today we are here to help you heal. We are here to help you heal, and whoever hurt you. Is there anything that you want to talk about some of the things or people that hurt you?
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Mm-hmm. Today, it's all about you. Don't worry about hurting anyone's feelings. It's important that we speak of these things that you feel pain and fear over so that we may help you heal them. The bigger you there is ready to help you and embrace you and help you feel okay and safe.
I never feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel safe in my bed. I don't feel safe in my house.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you feel safe in your bed?
Because there's monsters.
There's monsters?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about these monsters so we can help you and protect you from these monsters? What happens? Where do you
They
you
just
see
come
monsters?
and scare me. And they tell me I can't get out of my bed to go to the bathroom, and they block me from going upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to stay here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that with me. How is it that they stop you from going to the bathroom?
They stand there.
Mm-hmm.
They're green alien people.
Can you tell me how they look so that I can send, perhaps, if with your permission, some angels to help you, protect you from them, and have them removed?
They're not tall.
Mm-hmm.
And they have big heads. And they're green.
Yes. Do they have hair?
No.
How about their face? How does their face look?
They have big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Little mouth. I don't think they like me.
Mm-hmm. How often do you see them when you sleep?
I don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
I only remember the ones.
You don't see them?
Mm-mm.
Then how do you know they're there?
I only saw them the once.
Mm-hmm.
I just know there's something there.
You've seen them once, and from there you know that they're there?
Mm-hmm. Might be others too.
Yes. Are those the only ones you saw?
I think so.
How many were there? Two. And what were they doing?
Blocking the stairway so I couldn't go upstairs.
Why do you think they were doing that?
They wanted to scare me.
So what did you do?
I stayed in my bed and covered my head.
Are they much taller than you, or slightly?
Yeah, slightly taller.
How are their fingers, their hands?
Funny. Different. Long. I don't know if I'm making this up. I know that I saw them, but
Remember to trust.
I'm not supposed to be telling people about it.
You're not. You're not making this up. We're here to help you. Higher self, would you give us permission so that we can call on the angels to come and help so that you will no longer feel this fear from them? Okay, very good. So I want you to see yourself there, perhaps one of those nights that you found a lot of fear in you. Now, feel yourself there. If I can please now, higher self, if you could please call upon, we're going to call upon the archangels, higher self. Who should we call upon?
Michael.
Very good. Archangel Michael, brother, we call upon you now.
I was actually 5.
You're 5. We have 5-year-old here in her home that is acquiring more safety and not feeling like she's being attacked. If you can just assist her by helping her see you there, and if you need any other angels with you, Michael, show her as well how you can aid her so that she will no longer be tormented by these beings. If I could speak to you once more. Tell me what you see now.
I see them. The angels.
Tell me how they look.
Tall and big, with big white wings. They said they're going to look after me.
They're going to look after you. That's beautiful.
I don't want them. Dad wants to hurt me. It's hard of being afraid.
Yes. And are the angels, do they have different colors?
I just see them as white. I only really see the big one.
The big one? Ask him what's his name.
I think it's Michael.
Wonderful. Now what are they doing?
Standing by the door so that they can't come in.
Oh, good. And how do you feel now?
I feel better.
Do you think that you could do something for me? Now that you know that you can call on angels to protect you while you sleep, do you think that before bed every day you can say a prayer and ask them to protect you as you go to bed every night?
When I'm little?
Yes, you, 5-year-old.
Okay.
Could you do that?
Yeah. Will they really come?
Did they come today?
Yeah.
Ask them, will you really come? What do they say?
He will.
Yes.
I like that he stood in front of the door. He's blocking the door. That's good.
Beautiful. So tell me, as he's blocking the door, what do you do next? Are you able to finally go to sleep?
I watch him a little while to make sure he's going to stay there. I don't want him to leave. It's hard to get rid of the fear. I'm all tense.
You're all tense.
That's how I am.
Yes.
A little, all the time.
Would you feel comfortable if you now allowed the older you to come and give you a hug so that you're able to go to sleep since you feel tense?
I'll do that.
Very good. Call on your other self that's older.
My older self has tried to go and comfort her, but I scare her more.
Your older self has tried to comfort you, but what happened?
Scares her more.
It scares her more? The older self?
No, the older self tries to go see the little one to make her not afraid.
Yes.
But it doesn't help. She didn't know that she could ask the angels. She didn't know that. She likes the angels better.
Very good. But perhaps, 5-year-old, if you can see how there's one standing there at the doorway. He's very tall and strong and protective and full of light. What if you call on a feminine angel, a beautiful feminine angel, to come sit by your bed and give you a hug if you need it? Can you do that?
I didn't know there was girl angels.
There is. There are girl angels. Just like you're a girl. Would that be comforting for you to have a girl angel next to you?
Yeah.
Good. So call on her now.
What's her name?
You want to know her name? So let's see if we can speak to. Allow for Archangel Michael. Allow for Archangel Michael now to speak through you.
Ariel.
Ariel?
Is that a girl name?
Yes, beautiful. That is an Archangel name. So if you can imagine her there, call on Archangel Ariel and have her be right by your side. Tell me what she looks like. Is she there now?
She's all white too. But long hair.
And what is she doing?
She's sitting with me, but I don't think she's as good as he is.
No? Like, what do you mean as good as he is?
He's strong.
Oh, okay. You think
he can keep them away?
Mm-hmm.
I think she will just comfort me.
Beautiful.
But I want someone to keep them away.
Okay, so do you want someone stronger like him?
Mm-hmm.
Then how about we call on another angel, a stronger? Would you like a boy angel like him?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Archangel Michael, if you could help her connect to another archangel that's a boy that could help her feel more protected like you. Who do you call upon, Michael? Who do you bring for her?
I'm hearing Caleb.
Caleb?
Caleb?
Caleb, beautiful. Well, there are many angels.
Maybe he's my angel.
Yes, Caleb. And if we can, will you allow Caleb to sit next to you and help you feel comfort?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And how does it feel for him to be by you?
I know. I feel like I know him.
Mm-hmm. Archangel Michael?
I'm so grateful.
Mm-hmm. You feel that
I suffered so badly. I don't want to suffer anymore.
Yes.
I'm so little.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been so afraid. Yes. I want to hold Caleb's hand and never let go. I want him to just be with me every minute so that I feel safe.
Ask him. Ask him if you call him whenever you feel unsafe, will he come and hold your hand?
Will you come and hold my hand every time I get afraid? I don't know what he says.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he will.
Beautiful. Now, ask him, is he your guardian angel?
He's nodding his head.
Is he saying yes?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Does he have any other colors besides white?
I don't want to see any colors but white.
Very good. And does he have wings?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what's he doing as you're laying there?
He's holding my hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at me.
Yes.
He just gives me the feeling that it will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be okay if I go to sleep.
Yes. And what happens? Are you able to go to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now remember, as the years pass by, as the days pass by, that you're able to call on Caleb, your guardian angel, and Archangel Michael, if you desire, if you need so, to protect you from those beings that were scaring you. Remember that, okay?
Okay.
Good.
I still feel like I'm two people.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes, well, we will try to get you together once more. Now that you feel safe, do you think that if we have Caleb and Archangel Michael go on this journey with you, would you allow the older you become one with you? If they go with you the whole way through.
I don't really want to, but I guess I will.
Good. Very good. That's very brave of you. This is how you will get some answers and get some healing for yourself. So now, if you can feel yourself, see that other you that was separate from you, the older you. See and allow for each other as Caleb and Michael are standing there guarding, helping you feel so safe, the safest you've ever felt your whole life. Feel yourself become one with your older self, integrating together so that you may speak together and be together.
I'll try.
Very good. And as you try, let me know what you're seeing and doing.
I'm standing close beside my older self, but I guess I just don't know how to be together, to be one.
Yes. What I want you to do now is I want you to reach up to her and hug her. And the older self of you, hug her as well. And when you do that, feel each other melt beautifully, integrating back together, being whole once more and very strong. Feeling whole and very strong and protected and safe. Feel each other becoming whole once more. Melding into each other, whole once more.
Okay.
Tell me what happened.
She's okay with that.
Good. Let me know what happens.
I think she's afraid to
Mm-hmm.
go all the way, but she's part way.
The way that she has what?
The younger one is part way,
Mm-hmm.
part of the older. She's just still fearful.
Mm-hmm.
And she maybe doesn't trust that the older one will take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't trust anybody.
How about the angels? Does she trust the angels?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Do the angels help her feel safe?
Yes. But she still wonders about them.
Mm-hmm. You're able to sense and feel the intention of the angels. I know that you are questioning, and it's good to question. See how they sense and trust your heart. How do they feel to you?
Michael feels like an authority.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb feels more like a friend.
Mm-hmm.
People in authority sometimes scare me and hurt me.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel Michael would do that to you?
No.
No. You know he wouldn't. He has to be authority so that he can keep the bad guys, the guys who were harming you, out. Ask him, do you feel that they would lead you the wrong way
No.
by embracing your older
They
self?
wouldn't.
No.
It's okay for me to do it.
Yes. You can do it, and they're right by your side.
Have I always been too?
It seems that way. It's time to become whole once more.
I would like that.
Feel yourself right in front of your older self now.
It's okay.
And go ahead and hug each other. And when you embrace each other, feel the beauty in one another and how you are her and she is you. And feel each other merging, melting into one another, joining, becoming whole once more.
I think that we'll do that.
Good. Go ahead and do it and tell me what happens.
She really just doesn't want to. All the way. She will a little bit. She'll be in my arms and be close to my heart.
Okay. That works.
Okay.
That works for now. Very good. Thank you. Good job.
I wanted to tell you that she went inside, but I didn't want to tell you a lie.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty.
She's in my arms.
Good. Very good. And she could now watch, just watch as an observer as we go on this journey and see what messages are meant to be given to you. Now look all around you. Where are you now?
I was in the basement of my house the whole time.
Are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So let's go ahead and leave the scene. Let's leave the scene now.
Okay.
Let's go to another important time where we will find answers that we seek for your highest healing. You are there now. What do you see? What do you sense?
I'm just getting a blank. I just don't feel like I can connect with it. It's black. I feel the tenseness.
Where do you feel the tense at? The tension, where do you feel it? Do you feel it
In my
somewhere?
chest.
In your chest. Very good. We're going to help you with that feeling now.
It comes from the stress of her. It comes from the little one.
Okay.
The fear. The vulnerability.
Yes.
She just does not want to move anywhere. Arms tight around my neck and holding on tight and afraid and stubborn.
Okay.
And does not want to go on this journey.
Okay.
I'm having trouble letting her speak. I'm feeling angry.
Why do you feel angry?
I don't know.
Would you allow for Archangel Michael to scan your body so we can see where we can find where is the resistance? Very good. So if we could please call upon Archangel Michael now. If we could call upon Archangel Michael now.
I am here.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I can always feel that shift when you come in. Thank you for being here. We love you, we honor you, and we thank you and we respect you. Thank you. Thank you for helping the child version of her. And right now she has her. She's holding her in her arms. And the child of her, the inner child, is still very fearful. And I was trying to connect her to the higher self of her, and she says that she felt resistance. So I wanted to scan her body so we could start healing and removing any negative energies that are holding her back from connecting to her higher self. Archangel Michael, would you be able to help us with this, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please scan her body now? Scan her body, her whole entire body. Scan her now and see where it is that we need to first draw our attention to, where we need to start healing first. Perhaps one of her blockages. Scan for any energies, any entities, any negative energies within her that are blocking her, that need healing first. Tell me what you find.
My neck is hurting terribly.
Okay, let's focus on that now. Higher self, please help her comfort that area there in her neck now, please. Help her not feel that pain so deep. Comfort her. Archangel Michael, brother, can you please scan her neck? If you could please scan her neck now. Help her see and sense and feel. What is in the neck?
There's something there.
What is it, Michael? Is it a entity, an implant? What is it?
It might be.
It might be what?
An implant.
An implant. Help her see and sense and feel it. Show it to her, Michael. How does it look?
Square.
Square.
With black wires, black cords.
Black wires and cords?
Mm.
And where is it connected to?
Between her neck and her shoulder.
Why is it there? When was this?
They put it there.
Who put it there?
I'm struggling.
Help
I
me.
want to say reptilians, but I don't believe it.
What did Michael say?
Aliens.
Mm-hmm. And let's ask him, what kind of aliens?
Green.
Green? And were they connected to the reptilians?
They work together.
Yes. Very good. And how old was she when they placed that in her?
5.
She was 5. Why did all of this happen when she was 5?
Probably the light.
The light?
I think.
What do you mean, the light?
I've always told her it was because of her light.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say.
Because her light is what?
Bright.
Her light is bright. Mm-hmm. Was this a contract when they placed this implant on her? Mm-hmm. How about the aliens, those green-looking aliens? Was that a contract?
Mm-mm.
That wasn't a contract?
No.
Why were they allowed near her like that?
I think her fear.
Her fear?
Mm-hmm.
Did it have anything to do with the fact that her parents were not awakened or did not practice any type of, say,
Oh, yes.
prayer of
Oh, yes.
love light unto the child?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Can we start healing that now, Michael?
I don't know.
I use my Phoenix Fire to start transmuting that out. And can you help as well?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else that we can call upon besides Michael that would like to have helping her?
Spirit guides.
Her spirit guides, beautiful. And her higher self. Can we go ahead and start removing, healing, and transmuting that implant that's within her? Can we do that now?
Okay.
Good. Okay, I'm going to use my Phoenix Fire to start transmuting it now. And if everyone else could help out as well with their love light.
Okay.
Good. And Archangel Michael, can we call upon as well? Does she give permission to call on Raphael so he could fill in the light once this is removed?
Yes.
Good. And can you tell me where was it connected to? Besides in that area, was it like connected?
To the shoulder.
To the shoulder? Which shoulder?
The left shoulder.
The left shoulder. Was it causing her any discomfort?
Oh, yes.
What was it causing her?
Pain.
If we could just make sure that we get to every root and every cord that is attached to this implant, please. And what was the purpose to that? Why did they put that into her? What did they get out of it?
That's difficult to tell.
Help her see and sense. See and sense. Why? Why would they have to do that?
Control. Of some kind.
Why her? Was there anyone else in the family that did this to?
For sure, the little brother.
Okay. How's it looking, Michael?
It's difficult to remove. It's quite embedded.
What else can we do? Can we call on any other archangels to help with their gifts? Can we call on, is there someone that...
Ariel.
Ariel? Let's call on Ariel now. Let's call on Ariel now. If I could please speak to Archangel Ariel. If I could please speak to Archangel Ariel now. Greetings. Hello. Are you feminine or masculine, angel?
Feminine.
Feminine. Beautiful. Now, thank you for being here. We love you and we honor you. How can you assist us today with this implant that is stuck in this, that is embedded deeply in her neck?
Fear.
You can help her with her fear?
It makes her feel fear.
It makes her feel fear. Was it causing a frequency of fear? Okay. So is that what that negative implant was for? Okay. What else can you tell us, Ariel?
It goes with her brain somehow.
It's connected to her thought forms?
The lower part of her brain.
Okay. Thank you, Ariel. Do you have a message for her while you're here? Give her a message.
She's so loved. She's a good girl. She's done good work.
Yes. When she showed us, when we saw her as a little girl, you were one of the angels that came. Why is it that you came to try to comfort her?
She wanted me. She knows me. She wanted me.
Yes. Have you been with her in other lives as a angel?
I want to say many lives.
Can you tell us how that implant is looking now?
They'll be working on it.
We'll be working on it during the session?
Yes.
Very good. We'll continue working on that now then. Ariel, did you want to continue the body scan or do we talk back to Michael for that?
Ask for Michael.
Okay, thank you so much, sister. We'll see you along the way if we need to talk to you. Okay? Perhaps you can help us. Or actually, before you go, we would really love to see what we can do about the inner child of her, the child of her that's scared, that's sitting in her arms. Is she located somewhere in her body?
She seems to be right outside the chest wall in the front.
Okay. Do you think that we would be able to, with your assistance, help her feel comforted and help her heal from the fear and the pain?
She left because of the fear.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't be there anymore. She couldn't be in the body.
Okay, so she's not there anymore?
She wasn't in the body when she was little because she was too afraid to be in the body.
Mm-hmm.
So she stayed near the chest area.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying that like her spirit kind of hung in front of her chest area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how long did she live like that?
Always.
And now she's in her 50s, though. Was she still like that now?
A little bit, yes.
Mm-hmm. So Ariel, can you tell us what can we do to help them become more whole so that they're not separate as they are the same soul? What can we do?
I think once the implant is gone,
We'll
the
be able to
fear
help her.
is keeping her
Okay. Yes.
outside.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Now I'm going to go ahead and we'll call you along the way. Thank you, sister. Love you and honor you. If you could connect us back to Michael so we could continue the body scan, please.
Michael?
Michael, is that you now?
I'm calling for Michael.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Okay.
Michael, brother, thank you. Thank you for connecting us there. And I was told the healing is going to continue for this implant. What is it? Is it a strong one? Is that what's going on? Okay.
Many black cords embedded in the tissue.
Okay. Can we ensure that we're transmuting those? Are we doing that? Good.
Working.
Good. Very good. Thank you. Now, Archangel Michael, as we continue to work on the implant, can you scan her body once more? Let's see what else.
Well, there's something. In the upper right area.
Upper right area?
Of the abdomen.
What's there?
She's interfering. And the communication.
Can you talk to her and help her feel more safe? Deepest safety that she's felt in her life. Help her feel that, Michael. I know you emanate that. You really help many feel so safe when they are so in pain, lost, being tormented. Help her feel that safety that you are.
There is an attachment, and she's always known that.
Very good. Now, is that an entity?
I think so.
And what side you said?
The right side in her stomach.
Okay. So if you could please, Archangel Michael, if you could help us connect to the entity, I would like to speak to it so we can help it.
It doesn't want to go. It's been there for a long time.
Yes, I understand. But I'd like to speak to it to see what we can do
Well,
to
it doesn't
help
want to go, so
it doesn't want to go.
it wants you to, go away.
Well, I'm just going
So
to
it would
speak
be
to
good
it.
if you just go away.
Well, I'm just going to speak to you. Archangel Michael, if you could stand by. I would like to speak to that energy, the entity there in her abdomen. I honor you.
What do you want to know?
I honor you and I thank you. I would like to speak to you and ask you questions. May I ask you questions, please?
I know how this goes.
You know how this goes.
I don't want to do this.
How is it that you know how this goes?
I know.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a body before?
No.
Are you an entity here?
Thought form.
A thought form? Mm-hmm. Would it be her thought form or another's?
She created it.
She created it. When did she create it? Or you?
Survival mechanism, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anger.
Now I understand how she created you. So you are a part of her, correct?
Maybe.
Are you saying that you're a part of her, or are you separate from her?
I'm part of her now.
You're part of her now. Where were you a part of before you were part of her? Were you your own consciousness somewhere?
I don't remember being a consciousness. I just don't like this.
I understand. I understand you don't like this.
I don't want to talk to you. It makes me afraid.
It's okay. I'm not here to scare you or bully you.
You can take me away.
I'm only here to remind you who you are and the beauty that you are. You have forgotten your light within you. And I'm here to remind you of this light. I love you unconditionally. And I would love to be able to aid you today so that you may find the light within you and remember who you are.
I want to hurt her.
You want to hurt her? I understand that those are the thoughts that are going through your head.
Yep.
But wouldn't it be nice for you to remember who you are?
I don't know who I am.
You don't want to remember who you are.
I just don't.
You understand that if you don't allow for us to help you, then they would remove you and you would just be recycled back to the light.
No.
And you would forget any of the experience that you gained.
I'll kill her.
No. Metatron, can we please speak to Metatron now? Metatron, brother, can I speak to you now? Thank you. Metatron, can you please surround the entity now with the symbols now, please? If you can surround it now so that it could stop having so much control. Is it surrounded, Metatron? Thank you, Metatron. Do you have any message before I talk back to the entity now that is contained? Metatron?
Peace.
Peace. Very good. Thank you, brother. If you could, if y'all just keep watching the entity, I know that it's just trying to scare. But if you can just make sure that it's nice and contained so that I can continue to speak to it and see what we're able to do, okay? Thank you, brothers. Can I please speak? Can I please speak to the entity once more? The entity once more there. Let me speak to you now, please. Come up, up, up. Speak to you now. Why is it that you think that you could kill her?
She'll get sick.
Do you make her sick? What have you done to her? What discomfort have you caused her?
I don't have to tell you.
That's okay. Are you connected to any other being, any alien out there, any reptilian out there? You're connected to who?
Somebody.
To a reptilian?
I don't know if I have to answer you.
That's okay. I just need to know if you are separate from the reptilian or are you together with it?
Part of it.
Part of it. Okay. Now, do you remember ever being of light?
No. A reptilian thought form?
Say that again?
Is there a reptilian thought form?
No, he's masking himself. Metatron, is he masking himself as a reptilian thought form? Well, he was trying to mask himself as a thought form, period.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Metatron, as a thought form, sometimes entities mask themselves as thought forms. And say if we wouldn't have had noticed, Metatron, that he was instead a reptilian, and what people do is through hypnosis, they usually take that thought form and they heal it and integrate it back into the client. They supposedly do that. If he masked himself as a thought form, and say the hypnosis practitioner, if they didn't practice some of the sacred alchemy that we use, would that reptilian would just integrate into the client instead? By masking itself as a thought form?
Into the client.
It would be into the client?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So now they would have a reptilian consciousness of sorts integrated into their, like, say, soul's blueprints, DNA. How would that work?
It could be.
It could be what?
It could be.
It could be.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, it could.
Okay. Now, what if could a healer heal it and heal it to the point where it would be healed because it's claiming to be a thought form? Would it pertain?
It would not be healed.
It cannot be healed. Okay. So yeah, just trying to figure out how it thinks that it could, trick us that it's a thought form. Okay, thank you. Metatron, what can we do, brother? Can we help this one? I would really love to help him. And he seems to be very aggravated and stubborn. And is there any way that you can perhaps influence him a bit by showing him the light in him? And maybe showing him a future of him that is possible if he allows to be ascended into a positive polarized being instead of 5D positive polarized being, instead of just being losing everything, all his memory, his experiences, and just being sent back to light source.
There's a small bit.
Can you see what you can do, Metatron, and see what you can show him and convince him? And tell us what you're doing when you're doing it, please.
Showing energy to it. Well, let me try.
Good. I'm helping too.
It's not. Well, let's not give up.
Yes. If we could all focus love light onto him and help him start seeing that light within him. And as he starts seeing it, may it start growing, so he can remember
He's so angry.
His divinity.
Oh. I hate to see him go. I want him to make it.
Is there a way that I could focus a phoenix fire on the anger in him? Metatron? Can I focus the phoenix fire on the anger so he could transmute that? Okay. Doing that now.
He just doesn't want to go. I'm wondering if he fed off of her fear and is wanting the implant to stay. We're struggling with the implant.
Well, right now he's in that symbol, so he can't connect right now to the implant or anywhere in part of her.
It's wanting to.
Yeah, but he cannot.
It helps him. I think we have to. No.
We'll do what you feel that we need to, Metatron.
We're just
Michael,
going to have to remove him. He is not going to cooperate.
Okay.
No.
Archangel Michael and the Legion of Light, if we could call on you now.
Yeah.
Okay, as we remove it, can you keep it in that symbol there so that he can't get out? And could you all possibly take him to a realm where you continue to try to help him heal?
That is possible.
Thank you. So if we could start
the process. We will do this
now.
for you.
Oh, thank you. Who's speaking?
I don't know.
Is it all of you? Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you all. If we can go ahead and all of us focus.
Okay.
I want to make sure.
She's got to let go of the fear. She has to let go of the fear.
Yes.
We've told her to let go of the fear.
Okay. Can I transmute with the fear around him?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, so she has a connection to it.
What is the connection?
Fear, through fear. Just something with the little one and the fear. And they're all connected. The three. The fear, the implant, and the little one.
Okay.
So we're going to need to
Do you let go of the fear? Release it. We're helping it heal and transmute now. You have to let it go.
I feel like it protects me.
You could still have some fear to protect you. However, not an overwhelming, unbalanced fear. Can you do that? Can you let go of the fear that's unbalanced?
Let go. I'm ready.
Good.
I've told her to let go, and she just doesn't want to. The little one doesn't want to. What's to hold on to it?
Can we start pulling lovingly the fear from the little one? Can we do that, Metatron? Can we start pulling it out of her? Thank you. If you could imagine, imagine all that fear going into a big sphere. A sphere, and all that black fear going in there, and it's collecting and collecting until you feel that you are balanced with your fear. Okay, just feel it coming out and going into that sphere, and the angels are holding it and protecting that bubble of fear.
Metatron.
Good.
He has spheres. He has spheres.
Metatron has fears?
Spheres, yes. He does.
Yes.
He can hold it.
Good. What color are his spheres he's using? Spheres.
They're clear.
Clear? Good.
They're clear.
Okay. Keep
you can
letting
see
it
the
go.
black inside.
Yes. Good. Keep letting that fear go in there. Releasing it and releasing it.
I'm asking the little one to give me her fear.
Well, we are.
She doesn't really want to, but we're stronger than her.
Yes.
We're taking it away.
Yes.
She doesn't get to have it anymore because it doesn't serve her highest good.
That's right. Beautiful. And once she sees the fear, she no longer has
she sees it.
Good. She's going to see how beautiful it is to not have this anymore.
She's wanting to integrate.
Is the fear gone from her?
It's leaving, yes. They're working on it right now, but she's integrating into me.
Is that okay, Metatron?
Into the whole.
Can she integrate now? Good.
Yeah.
And can we continue healing her while she's whole in there once more? Raphael, brother, As the child is integrating back into her, can you start healing her in there, please? Raphael, brother?
Yes.
Thank you, brother. We love you and we honor you. Very good. So now that we've collected this fear, have we collected it all? We removed it from the baby. Is there any more?
Some in her chest.
Some of her chest.
Good.
Can we now start the process of removing the reptilian in that area, keeping it in the symbols and removing it?
Yes.
Good. Let's start that now, please. And as you all are doing it, Metatron, can you continue speaking for us and let us know what you're doing to remove it?
Using shapes other than the sphere. A pentagon.
Wonderful.
And a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I feel is
Yes. And what are you doing with these symbols?
using them as power.
Mm-hmm.
The others will need to hold him.
Yes.
I'm gathering things with the shapes.
Mm-hmm.
And they will need to hold him and take him to the light. Or
would you be able to connect us to Isis, since she does have a connection? She talks to Isis. Would you be able to connect us to Isis, since she is a piece of the Divine Mother?
Mm-hmm.
Can I please speak to Isis now?
Oh, she's here.
Wonderful. Thank you, sister, for being here. I love you and I honor you.
Mm-hmm.
Isis, what can you do about him? Can you help him with your love? The reptilian. He was here because what?
I think he liked her love.
Oh, he liked her love.
He wanted love.
Mm-hmm. Would you be able to, with your Divine Mother energy, embrace him so he can not have to go to a place and he could just turn to light instead?
We need to clear out everything.
Okay, good.
There's more density, darkness. It's...
Isis, can you use your Phoenix Fire to help him clear out?
There we go.
Thank you.
We're going to need, light.
Is he still in her body or is he out?
He's transitioning out.
Good.
But we're... let's see. Okay. She needs to calm down.
Yes.
We can get him. It's okay. All will be well. I want to put some light in the spot.
Yes.
Yellow.
And where are you putting this at?
Her stomach.
Okay.
Tentacles.
Tentacles? What about tentacles?
Oh, yeah, get them. All the tentacles.
There's tentacles somewhere in her?
I just need to get them. We're working on it.
Okay. Where do you see tentacles?
In the stomach.
Okay. What was this connected to? Was this connected to anything else?
He left it behind, I think.
Okay. Can we start transmuting that out for her? Good.
Okay. We're going to fill that area with light now. She has some discomfort.
Where does she have discomfort at?
In the spot.
Okay, and you're helping her?
With light.
Okay, good.
Yellow.
What's going on?
Stomach is responding to this light.
Does it like it?
It's very deep. It's going to take a while.
Okay. Very good. As we continue to do that, I know we have the reptilian. Is he still in the body?
Michael is saying yes.
Okay. All right. Is Isis helping us now? Is he turning to
I
light?
think they're all helping.
Good. And is he now turning the light? Is he spreading his light?
The light is helping.
The light is helping him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as then we focus on him, focus on how are the tentacles looking? You said that's going to take some time. So focus on the tentacles and the stomach, and we focus on the implant. Can you scan her body and let me know what else needs healing so we can heal it at the same time as well? Michael, if you could do that, please.
Root chakra. I don't know. I can't see it. I don't know.
Michael, Metatron, Isis, help her see and sense what's going on. Help her see and feel and sense and know what's in the root chakra. What's there?
Just shadows.
Shadows? Is it like entity shadows, you mean? Abuse has left shadows.
Yes.
So is it like a residual energy or? Yeah, it is. Okay. Can we go ahead and start transmuting that out for her now? Very good. As we continue to work on that now as well, can we scan the rest of her body? What else can we work on her, Michael?
Some shadow in the brain, in the front of her head.
Where the reptilian is at?
No longer.
He's no longer there?
No.
Wonderful. Tell me what happened. What happened to him?
We took him.
You took him?
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen?
Before.
Good. So he is out? Good. Can we have Isis and Raphael start filling in that light for her there in that place? In that spot where he was at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Light and love.
Beautiful. And tell me what's going on with him. Where is he? And did he transition to light?
He is contained.
Uh-huh.
With Metatron.
Yes.
In spheres.
Mm-hmm.
He will be transported. Is what I'm hearing.
Okay. And where will he be transported to?
It's not important. It's what I hear. This will be transported.
Well, I find it a bit of an importance since this is my job. Can you share a little more, Metatron? Is this going to be a place of healing, a place of rejuvenation? What is it?
No, I don't think so.
What is it going to be then?
Recycled?
He is going to be recycled?
I think so.
Was Isis not able to help him with her love? No?
No.
It's been a while since we've had to do this. What is so different about him? Why does he have such a strong hold?
Partly her fault. And partly my fault. Something with wanting to hold on to fear.
Has she collected enough of that fear so that she could become more balanced, please? I want to make sure we do that. Did she do that yet?
She's feeling more balanced already.
Good, wonderful. But he is separate from her. So wouldn't it be him containing himself in that density?
What do you mean?
You said that she had to do with the fact that he wasn't able to turn to light.
Oh, no. It's more his own decision.
His own decision? Okay, so then there's no chance to help him then?
Not that I know of. I don't know.
Does he have is there any possible way, Metatron, can you see, since you're holding him there, is there any positive reptilians from the higher realms where they're positive, where they can go to him and try to help him and convince him?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Tell me what you see.
They'll surround him.
Who's there?
Reptilians.
And how do they look? Do they look any different than him?
No,
How do they look? How are they different?
they look the same.
They look the same. Are they positive reptilians, Metatron?
Yes.
And how is it that we know that they're positive before they take him?
They care about him. They love him.
Do you feel love from the positive reptilians?
Yes. Yes, love for him.
Very good. And can we ask, what dimension are they from?
I'm hearing 9 and 12.
9 and 12. Are some from 9 and some are 12?
Maybe.
How many reptilians is there? Trying to help him.
6 or 9.
Can I ask him some questions before they go with him?
Okay.
Thank you. Can I just speak to one of them, one of the positive reptilians? Whoever would like to speak for them as a whole. If I could please speak to you now.
Okay.
Greetings.
Radiance.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. May I ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. What dimension are you from?
9.
9. Were you ever negative polarized like him?
Yes.
You were. And what happened to you? How is it that you came to a positive polarized into the 9th dimension? What was it that changed it for you?
Destroyed.
Destroyed?
A planet.
A planet was destroyed?
Destroyed.
Whose planet was destroyed?
Our planet was destroyed.
Your planet was destroyed when you were negative polarized? And what happened to you though when your planet was destroyed? How did you turn positive?
We learned about the light.
Can you take us back to that time? Back to the time when you turned into positive polarized. Would you be able to show us that now, please? Can you take us back? Take her back. Back to the time when you are negative polarized. We're just witnessing this, just watching safely. Back when you were negative polarized. Show her. What was going on?
War.
There was a war.
I think there was a war.
Help her see, sense, and feel everything very clearly of what was going on. There was a war where?
People, 2 groups were warring.
Who are the 2 groups?
Reptilian groups killed each other.
Reptilian groups were killing each other? So it was 2 groups.
Fight on the planet, and the planet was destroyed. And we had a decision. We had a decision to make.
When did you make that decision?
After death.
After death.
We made a decision.
So after you lost your say, planet,
world, everyone, friends and family and everyone.
Now, was this a decision available for everyone on the planet?
Yeah.
And what were the decisions? What were the decisions that were given to you?
Cease to exist. We're going to the light.
And what would you say? What percentage decided to go into the light instead of cease?
Not many. Not very many.
What percentage would you say out of the whole?
One of the groups was not bent on destruction. One of the groups did not want the war. And they were open to a new way of being. The other group, I cannot speak for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you were part of the group that decided to. Good. Was that, you think, a low percentage of the whole of the planet?
1/3. 1/3.
1/3?
Chose with me.
Wonderful. And what happened when you all chose? If you could take us through that transition when you chose to the light. What happened to you all?
I went into the light.
Mm-hmm.
It became light.
And how is it that you still hold a reptilian form?
You can be any form you like. We like this form.
You like this form. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many are there now to take the reptilian that's negative right now? How many of you are there?
30.
30? Does it require 30 of you to hold him?
Support.
For support?
One another.
Okay. So if we could follow you along, how are you going to aid him? Can we do that?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will take him with us.
Okay. You've taken him with you. And tell me, where is it that you're taking him to?
I don't know if he can stay.
You don't know if he can stay?
Mm-hmm.
Can some of you try to talk to him?
Mm-hmm. If it's disruptive.
What's disruptive?
His being.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Some people get used to fighting all the time.
Yes.
And they fight and fight, and they can't stop fighting. There's no end to it.
Yes. As a decision of all of you, as a group of positive, polarized reptilians, what do you all decide to do with him?
He will have to be transformed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know beyond that.
Okay. What will he be transformed to?
Light.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us, and thank you for telling us a bit of your story. Love you, honor you, and thank you. Thank you to all of you who aided with this. Is he taken care of, and is everything okay now and safe?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Thank you. Blessings to all of you. Thank you. Now, if I could please speak to Archangel Metatron once more. Can I please speak to Archangel Metatron once more?
Mm-hmm.
Metatron, brother, can you please scan the rest of her body? And now, I need you to scan for any entities, negative implants, portals, negative hooks of any kind. Scan her whole body. Tell me what you find.
Something down low. Low back.
Low back.
Low first chakra.
Okay.
Something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Shadows. She needs light there, maybe.
Okay. Can we go ahead and send light to these shadows?
Mm-hmm.
And can we transform them into light? Do they have consciousness, these shadows?
I don't think so, no.
Very good. Can we turn them into light now?
Yes.
And as we turn them into light, since they are shadows, are they separate from her or part of her? These shadows.
They're part of her.
Part of her.
Mm-hmm. Transmute.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And I just want to double check once more that this is not an entity tricking these shadows. You have Michael take a second look. What is it, Michael?
Not sure.
Mm-hmm. Michael, help her see and understand. See and understand clearly. What is this there in her lower chakra? Is this something that has a thought, like a consciousness, a thought form, or is it an energy that we can just heal?
It goes back and forth.
If it goes back and forth, then that would mean that it's an entity.
It goes back and forth. Side to side.
What do you mean?
It moves back and forth.
It moves back and forth.
Back and forth.
Can we contain it, Metatron? If you can contain it in that, in the symbols, please. Let's do that now. Metatron, if you could contain it with your symbol, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Metatron. Can you, now that it's contained, can you tell us what it is?
Seems to be made of energy.
Made of energy from her or from where?
Outside. Outside herself. But seated inside herself.
Is it part of her or any other separate consciousness?
It's made up of things like shame and hurt.
Okay.
And pain.
Can we go ahead and start healing this collective of energies of these fear and guilt and shame? Can we do that now, please? Good. Okay, as we continue that healing there, she also has a list that she'd like for us to scan for her. Can you tell us why? She wants to know, why does she suffer? Michael, if I could talk to Michael now. Michael, can you tell us, why does she suffer from persistent sinus infections? Can it be healed?
Yes, it can be healed.
Good. Can we start that healing now, please? And what is the creation of this? What is that connected to?
Anatomy, anatomical problem.
Do you mean like it's within her body, within the family, or?
Yeah, genetic.
Genetic? Okay. Can we go ahead and start healing that for her? Good. Now, she wants to know if we could look at her brain. She had a head-on collision, severe concussion. She'd like healing to her brain. Short-term working memory. Can we do that now?
Yes.
Scan her whole head and brain. And before we continue this, can you scan her whole body one more time and make sure there's no entities, portals, implants, or negative hooks? Michael, let us know, please.
It looks okay.
It looks okay? Are you sure? Very good. Now, okay. So we're healing the brain now and her short-term working memory. Can we look at her? Okay. The stomach, and she says she has polyps, irritation, and an ulcer. Was this at all connected to the reptilian? It was? Did he cause that?
Yes.
Can we heal her digestive system now?
Yes.
I know we're already providing light to that area, but I just want to make sure that that's healed, okay? Thank you. She would like to sleep properly now.
We've been working on it.
What was holding her back from sleeping properly?
Fear.
The fear. So now that we've healed the majority of that fear, we'll be able to sleep?
The little one woke her up quite a bit.
Yes. And tell me more about that, Michael. I know that they were separate. How was that working?
She was there, but outside of her. In the front, holding on.
And is that normal? Do people normally just have their child within? Okay.
No. It's tremendous fear.
Okay. And how's that looking, that healing we did with her child self?
There will be trust learned. Trusting learned.
Okay.
There needs to be trust learned. And her higher self will hold her and teach her to trust.
Yes.
That she just no longer has to fear because she will be protected. She knows now about what's stuck in her head was she didn't know about the angels.
Okay.
So she never, when she was little, she didn't know to call them, and she didn't have any protection.
Yes.
And she was terrified, and so now the little one knows about the angels now.
Yes.
And they will go back and work with her when she was little.
Wonderful. Now, how will this change, though, since she's here and she lived through all that fear as a child, now that you're going back and working with the child? How will that change the her now?
Well, they will talk to each other. Trust will grow. That travels back to talk to her. Tell her that they're big now. They're okay now. They'll be okay now.
So would the child then, that used to be, that was in deep fear and being tormented, would that child still exist, or how would that work now that she has help there?
She may integrate sooner. Integrate into the whole, not be separate with her. So she will learn that there are angels to protect her. And she will learn that she does not have to be afraid. And she will integrate into the person that she is, instead of being outside of herself as she grows. She always wants to be outside of herself, not inside of herself. So she could escape or get away, or it's a fear response. As she grows now, she will become more integrated into the one.
Very good. Okay. Now, what would be some of the side effects if someone was like that had their inner child separate from them? Almost like, say, two different persons or two different personalities. How has she felt that during her life as an adult? What has that caused her? I know, for example, when she had her children, she felt a lot of postpartum depression. She had a lot of anxious anxiety. Did this have anything to do with being not whole with her inner child? Or what are ways that she felt and sensed?
She was not whole.
The effects.
She was fractured. Made it a struggle. Everything was a struggle to feel whole. For her to feel strong and whole without the fear. So fear integrated everything and penetrated everything that she did.
Yes.
And there was fear in her when she held her children. There was fear in her when she heard her children at night. There was fear in her when fear. Always fear.
Can you check her right kidney pain? What was that?
And the reptilian.
The reptilian. Okay. All right. And we're ready. Are we healing the kidney? Okay. She wants to know, why does she have chronic low energy and fatigue?
Fear is very draining. It's meant to drain you. That is the purpose. That is the purpose of the fear.
So the cause to her fatigue was the fear.
It's permeated her whole entire life. This is what her life has been about.
Can we now, if we can you have Raphael and Isis refill her light in her heart and refill her empowerment in her solar plexus? Can we do that? Can we fill her all with light everywhere? Can we do that now? All of us. Thank you. So we could bring her fatigue back up and her energy. And Michael, can you scan her auric field and her chakras? How do they look?
She has a few little holes.
Can you fill those in for us? For her, please, Michael?
Okay.
Thank you. And how are her chakras?
Very good.
Good. Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's continue here. She wants to know if she can have assistance with the sugar addiction, please.
Okay.
Can we take it away from her having the need to eat it? Good. Thank you.
She has to work with us.
Does she not listen?
No.
I knew it. Thank you.
It doesn't serve her.
Yes. What does the sugar do to her?
Fatigue.
It was adding to the fatigue and the fear?
Fatigue.
The fatigue. Does that what sugar is created for, to fatigue you?
Yes.
Your energies?
Yes.
Does it lower your energies?
Yes.
Does it bring you down to a denser density?
Yes.
Does it make you dense?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
It also, when you're fatigued,
Yes.
you can become afraid.
Yes.
Easier.
Yes. Is it because you would lower your, say, defense mechanism in a way?
Yes.
Okay.
It serves no one. We all know that.
Yes. Is it part of the programming?
Yes.
Sugar? Okay. Very good. Thank you.
It will be removed. It will be removed.
Is there something in her that's causing the addiction? Is there a root somewhere in there that we can heal?
Possibly.
Where is it?
Metabolic.
Where?
Metabolic.
Metabolic? Is it somewhere in the body? Where in the body?
It's a circle of energy that is disrupted. The circle of energy is disrupted.
Yes.
It cannot flow properly.
Is this what the sugar did? It disrupted this flow? Or what caused that?
From the sugar, but prior to from the sugar, but a metabolic interference that continues on in a systemic fashion. Once it is off kilter, it cannot be easily placed back into its normal function in the human body without reducing the sugar, releasing the sugar.
Okay.
Without letting go of the sugar, the metabolic process is disrupted.
Okay.
And it's not just sugar. It's a metabolic process that's complex. And there is many interferences with these metabolic processes in this time because of our type of food intake and our exposure to toxins and chemicals in the body. It is disruptive to even the metabolic cycle.
Very good. Can we start healing this for her, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now she wants to get rid of some of that extra body weight she's carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Can you help her do that?
It is going to be a metabolic circle of healing, healing this mechanism so that it can work properly. This mechanism has been disrupted.
Yes. How long will it take to heal this?
Not long.
Okay. Thank you.
30 days.
30 days.
Between 30 and 60 days.
Very good. Thank you. And that will help her shut off the weight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If she eats right, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, she wants to know if you could please improve her hearing and her sight. They both are declined.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing that now?
Mm-hmm.
And is she wearing contacts right now, or?
Mm-mm.
No. You're just going to help her see better then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when she got up to use the bathroom, she had some liquid coming out of her ears. What was that?
Energy.
Energy? Was it from, what was it connected to?
Releasing energy.
Releasing energy. Very good.
Fear and releasing. It will come out everywhere.
Is that normal? Has she ever had liquid coming out of her ears?
Mm-hmm.
She has.
Mm-hmm.
She has had that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not this much.
Not this much. Okay.
No, this was a large release
Okay.
of energy.
Okay.
Not a small release of energy.
And you said that this is going to be happening all over the place. Do you mean like a purging?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After the Aura session?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you please improve her teeth and strengthen her enamel, please?
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing it now?
Mm-hmm.
And can you also age regress her 10 years, please?
Mm-hmm.
Doing that now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And she wants to know, why was she born on 313 in her room 313? She feels that there's a code for her with this. Please help her decipher it. And her year reduces to 3 also, she says. What is the message to this for her?
It's a reminder.
A reminder of what?
Her light. This time she was born into. She was born into this time, not by purpose.
Mm-hmm.
This was not an accident.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 13th. Everything.
Everything is 13?
Mm-hmm.
How
The
so?
whole. The whole is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is 13.
Okay.
Everything.
Do you mean within our...
In the universe.
The universe?
God.
Mm-hmm.
The time that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is about everything time she sees it, she'll be reminded of her higher self, of her connection.
And now that we've done all her body scan, can you, Michael, thank you so much, Michael, Raphael, Isis, Metatron, whoever else, Ariel, whoever else aided today, can I thank you all so much. Lovingly, thank you for your help. I honor you, I thank you, and I respect you. Can you all please connect me now to her higher self? Is there anything I could have asked that I haven't asked?
No.
May I bring her back now, higher self? Is there anything that you want to tell her, though, about you as her higher self before we bring her back? Any message?
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid anymore. It's time. It's time is now. It's time. You don't need to fear anymore. Let it go. Let the fear go. Take your place. Take your place now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It has been such a beautiful pleasure to work with you. Are you more divine feminine, masculine, or both?
Oh, feminine.
Feminine. Lovely, sister.
Yes.
Are you part of a galactic type of race, or what are you?
Andromedan.
Lovely. Thank you. May I bring her back now? Thank you.